Yeah. Anyway, I decided to get off the ship just to get some videos and some photos of the island. I decided to get off because originally I wasn't going to get off, but I changed my mind because this is a different part. Because I thought this is Amber Curve that I was at before. I didn't care about that. This is the Dominican Republic, so I figured, you know what, let me get off anyway just to get some memories. So I'm just gonna stay in the tourist area. Without shit. It was a beautiful shot of that deck, at the seaboard deck, and the shot of our MSC Seaside ship. That's another area if you want to chill out at. just show you how the craziness of this town. So I'm out the tourist area a little bit. Just want to show all the craziness. Yeah, actually for me, when I see these guys cut me off, I just charge straight at them. Just act like they're not there. So the thing is, I'm on my guard at all times because you don't know. You don't know because Dominican Republic I don't mess with. So, but I still figured I'd get off the boat just to check this out. But you can see all the traffic and the craziness over here. So just wanted to show you. Like I said, I'm just in town for Plata, DR. Just walking through it, you can see all the craziness and stuff. So that's why I'm just walking on this sidewalk. Like I said, this isn't even a far walk.
Hi sir, how you doing? You like taking pictures? I have a new motor here.
See, with me, I just go right through, act like they're not there. But you know something, I'm not putting it in on them. That's another hustler, another crazy nut. And this port is like right here. So that's why I'm glad I Googled all this. But it made no sense to me to take a car. And this port is like right here. There's another one here trying to sell something.
Look at what I make, my brother. Good price right here.
Yeah, he kissed my ass. But anyway, we here at the port. Never be able to see. Once again, here's a shot of our cruise ship, MSC Seaside. This is from the port that I got a picture of Ellie when as we pulled in. So we're gonna find out. Getting over here, you didn't have to get in a car or in a taxi. So I'm happy that I walked and I Googled this. I'm happy I was able to Google map this. So I'm happy that this was on Google because that helps a lot though, because if you're able to Google this and if you can walk, you're better off walking, because these taxis and these cars over here in DR will charge you an arm and a nickel. And they price gouge on you and stuff like that. So they might charge you $100 just to go down the street. I mean, I'm just saying, like I said, I really don't know how much they do, but I'm not trying to find out that. So, like I said, if it's not far, if I can walk it, that's cool. This is a nice outlet from the ship. anyway, we just left Plata. So we just left the island and everything, and Dominican Republic and everything. Anyway, I went out there early in the morning and got some shots. I did get off the ship. I wasn't going to, but I figured I'd get off the ship real quick. Anyway, I got some shots over there on that island stuff, just a little bit, nothing crazy and everything. And then I had a good walk. Anyway, besides the fact, the reason why I came on here, because there was some stuff I wanted to point out as you're going through these islands and everything. If you could, like in the future, any tourist, if you could, only if you have the internet package on your ship, you can either use your laptop, your tablet, or your smartphone, and you can Google to see how far the port or anywhere you at is, because sometimes, or unless if it's raining, but what I want to say was sometimes when you at these islands visiting and stuff, and my experience so far that I have had is I keep my eye on the hustlers and I keep my guard up, because the reason so is because they are craving for tourists, and you don't know them, I don't know them and everything, and I'm not trying to figure these guys out. I don't care if they're male, female, because like I said, I'm not pinning it on them because you don't know. But at the same time, the reason why I refuse to get in these taxis and in these cars and these tourist areas and stuff like that I've been going through on these cruises is because you don't know what they're capable of. They might take you somewhere and a gang of people might be waiting for you and set you up. So that's my biggest concern. But other than that, you can't control anything like that. Still live your life. Still have fun. But just be aware of your surroundings at all times. Because that's one thing with me. I'm always aware of all my surroundings at all times, because you don't know. Because as soon as I left the tourist area to go to the port and everything, these guys are just craving to get you. And you know what I do? Just ignore them, keep them moving. Act like they're not even there. If they try to approach you, do whatever you got to do. Tell them no thank you. But if they keep following you, still tell them no thank you. But keep walking. But if they try to put your hands on you, knock their fucking head off. I don't mean, excuse my language, but I don't mean to sound like that. But like I said, hopefully it don't go that far. But bottom line, don't take what I said, knock their head off seriously. But anyway, just be, bottom line, all jokes aside, be aware of your surroundings anywhere you go. Because you don't know. Because there's so many stuff that's happened and everything. And that's just my agenda. So I just wanted to blow this off my chest. Just to let anyone know, if you're cruising, no matter what cruise it is, whether it's MSC, whether it's Carnival, any cruise line you on, always be aware of your surroundings and everything. And don't be flashing your money. Don't be flashing nothing. If you gotta leave the wallet on the ship, leave the wallet on the ship. Or if you carry cash, if you decide to carry cash, don't carry no credit cards, nothing. Do not carry that. Not a good idea. Because the reason why I'm saying that, don't carry a credit card, because you go into the store in these places, you use your credit card, they will scan your credit card, and all of a sudden, now you got to do with the credit card company. Most likely, credit card companies that have a if you have protection on your credit card, which is fine, they're verified, but you just don't never know because the scammers are out here all over the place, not just United States of America, and that's where people get it twisted. So I don't mean to sound off like this, but that was my biggest thing I'm always been aware of. This is why I'm very hard and I stay on my guard at all times, because especially when it comes to bullshit like that. So that's just me. But like I said, don't stop enjoying life. Don't let that stop you for stuff you want to do. Like I said, if you're by yourself, be aware. If you're with a group, definitely be aware. If you're with your family, be aware. Like I say, do not get in the car, or unless if you know what I mean, do not get in the car. If you want to do an excursion, do it with the ship company. Do it with the cruise ship company. Please, do it with the ship company. Do not do an excursion third party. Not a good idea. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't do it, because if you do a third party tours with them, possibility you might not make it back to your ship, and the ship could possibly leave you, and no one wants that. So if you're doing an excursion, make sure you do it with the company. Make sure you do it with the cruise ship. Make sure they partnership with the cruise ship. Bottom line. Because if something happens with that tour line, the excursions, no matter what you're doing, at least if something happens, like if that tourist bus breaks down or anything, that car breaks down or anything, the cruise ship company have to wait for you. So that's mandatory. They have to wait until that group comes back. So that's my best advice. If you're doing an excursion, do it. Make sure they partnership with and don't be afraid to answer questions. Make sure they partnership with that ship company, with that cruise ship company. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I know I'm sounding off a lot, and I know I'm talking a lot, but it's there's a lot on my plate that I had to blow, and I'd apologize about this, but I just had to speak my mind about this. Other than that, besides what I said, keep doing what you gotta do. Enjoy your cruise. I hope that everyone likes the videos that I shot. So like I said, I didn't go crazy. But like I said, I'll say it again. Always keep your guard up. Always keep your guard up, because you just never know. Just never know. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, enjoy the video. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.